morning, children. Today we will start the new lesson, division of polynomials. I will start with the definition of polynomial. First, you need to learn, children, what is polynomial. Let's start to learn. If the index of each term of the algebraic expression in one variable is a whole number, then the expression is called a polynomial. We will learn part by part. First of all, if you see clearly, it is in one variable. They are talking about such an expression which is in one variable. What do you mean by that? For example, as you can see, this is one expression which contains only one variable. This is an expression containing three terms. This is first term, second term, third term. And if you see clearly that in first term, which variable is used? X. Second term, which variable is used? X. And third term, no variable is there. It means throughout the expression, only one variable is used, which is nothing but X. So they are talking about in the definition of polynomial that it is the expression which contains only one variable. Okay, same way you can see second polynomial. There are four terms and in every term only y variable is used. So this is also the expression which contains only one variable. But children, there are such expression which contains two variable. For example, 3x plus y square or 3y plus y upon z. So these are the expression where two variables are used, x and y, here y and z. So right now for the polynomial definition, we are not talking about such a expression where two variables are used. In the polynomial definition, we are considering such a expression where only one variable is used. Okay. Second part. If the index of each term in one variable is a whole number. Children, do you know which are the whole numbers? Whole number starts with 0. You know the set of whole numbers 0, 1, 2, 3 and it means all natural numbers and 0 can make the set of whole numbers. So they are talking if you have such an expression where only one variable is used and index means power of every variable is a whole number, then you can consider that expression as a polynomial. As you can see in this expression, only one variable is used. Now let's check the second condition. In first term, power of x is what? 2. Means index of x is what? 2. Is 2 is a whole number? Yes. In second term, index of variable x is nothing is written, means it is 1, children. So index of variable x is 1. Is 1 is a whole number? Yes. In third term, only 3. Only 3, it means it is a hidden part that you can consider x variable and you can consider its power 0. And 0 index is again a whole number. In short, children, first term index 2, second term index 1, third term which is hidden part index 0. 0, 1 and 2 all are whole numbers. In short, in this expression, all the three terms are having index of the variable whole number and that's why it is a polynomial. Okay, so two conditions needs to be satisfied. First, throughout the expression it should contain one variable. Second, index of variable in each term should be a whole number. Okay, always remember whenever only constant number is given, it's you can assign its variable along with the power 0 always. It's a hidden part, but you can understood that its variable is same and and its power you can consider 0. Okay. Now in next video I will explain more about this. Thank you. Welcome back children. Let's continue the definition of polynomial. Here I will take one more example. Again, let's check, is the expression contains only one variable? Yes. In every term only y is there, and here only constant means you know what is the hidden part. Consider the same variable y and put the index 0. Okay. You do not need to write this, but it is the understood part. Okay. This is containing same variable and its index is 0. Okay. Now original is this one. So throughout the expression it contains only one variable y. First condition is satisfied. Second, are they containing the index whole numbers in each term? Let's check it. First term 3y cube. What is the index? 3. 3 is a whole number. Second term 2y square. What is the index of variable y? 2. 2 is also a whole number. Third, only y is written. No index is written. It means it is y raised to 1. Okay, is the 1 is a whole number? Yes. And last, only if I means only constant number means it is assign the variable and put the index 0. So if 0 is a whole number? Yes. In short, 3, 2, 1 and 0 all are whole numbers, means indices or in each term is a whole number, and throughout the expression it contains only one variable. So this is also a polynomial. Okay, let's proceed further for the third. Now let's check it whether this is a polynomial or not. Children, first condition, they should contain only one variable. Yes, both the terms are containing only one variable x. Second, are they having the index whole number in each term of the variable? Let's check. There are first term, second term. In first term, index of the variable x is half. Is half is a whole number? No. Half is not a whole number, and that's why this is not a polynomial. Go for next. Is it a polynomial? What do you think, children? Is it a polynomial? Let's think about it. Listen. Throughout the expression, it contains only one variable x. So first condition is satisfied. What about second? Index of variable in each term should be a whole number. Here, index of second term of variable x is 2. Is 2 is a whole number? Yes. But what about this? This I can write down in different manner, children. Root x I can write down x raised to half. Do you know why? I applied the law of indices. Nth root of a is equal to a raised to 1 upon n. So, according to this formula, square root of x is nothing but x raised to half. It means instead of square root of x, I can write x raised to half. And if I write x raised to half over here, is the power of the index is whole number? No. And that's why this is also not a polynomial. Now same rule I will apply for this expression. Let me show you separately. That would be better. See, I have written the example cube root of x plus 5x. Cube root of x plus 5x. Children, according to that formula, cube root of x means x raised to 1 upon 3. Am I right? And plus 5x, keep it as it is. Now why I could write this? Again I applied the same formula. Nth root of a is equal to a raised to 1 upon n. This is the law of indices. So cube root of x is nothing but x raised to 1 upon 3. Now tell me, is it a polynomial? The answer is no, because in this term, index of the variable x is not a whole number. 1 upon 3 is not a whole number, and that's why this is not a polynomial. Okay. Now what about last example? Is it a polynomial? Again answer is no, because if you see the index of the variable x minus 2 and my negative numbers are not a whole numbers. Minus 2 is not a whole number, and that's why this is also not a polynomial. Okay children, so I hope you understood how to identify whether the given expression is polynomial or not. In next video, we will learn the degree of the polynomial. Thank you. Welcome back children. Now I will teach you what is the degree of the polynomial. The greatest index of the variable in the given polynomial is called the degree of the polynomial. Children, it is very simple to learn and it is asked for 1 mark generally in the paper. Now what is greatest index? Now as you can see in this expression there are 4 terms. First term, second term, third term, fourth term. Let's find out the indices in each term. In this term the index is 3. In this term no index is written, means it is considered as 1. Okay. So first term index is 3, second term index is 1, third term index is 5 and fourth term index is 2. Now 3, 1, 5 and 2. Among these indices, which is the highest index? 5. And that's why degree of this polynomial is 5. So what is degree? Highest index is the degree. Okay. Compare the indices in all terms and which one is the highest index, that is your degree of the polynomial. Now let's go for second example. There are only 2 terms. Now in first term what is the index? 2. And in second term what is the index? No index is written of the variable, means it is considered as 1. So now compare 2 and 1. Which is the highest one? 2. So degree of this polynomial is 2. Now let's go for third example. Only monomial is there, means only one term. So there is no question of comparison of indices. But what about this term? So whatever is the index of this term, that is only your degree, because it contains only one term. Now what is the index? If you remember, I explained you in my last video, if a constant number is written, so it is assumed as, consider any variable because it is a single term. So suppose you consider x and its degree and its index should be 0. So whenever it's a constant number, you can assume that it contains one variable along with it and its index is always 0. So if only phi is written, so in your mind it should be that it should be a phi x raised to 0. Now what is the index of this variable? 0. So degree is 0. Children, you don't need to write this. Just for explanation I wrote it, but it should be understood in your mind that it should be x raised to 0 and degree is 0. Next, phi y. Here also children only one term is there. It's a monomial. So there is no question of comparison in indices. Whatever is the index of this term, that is only degree. So variable is written but power is not written. So it is considered its power is 1. And monomial contains only one term and its power is 1. It means degree is 1. Don't get confused in this and this children. Whenever no only constant number is written, then you can assume any variable and put the index 0. And along with constant number, variable is written but its power is not written. Then its power considered to be 1. Okay. I hope you understood this. Now go for fifth question. There are 2 terms. Let's compare their indices. Here x raised to 5. So 5 is the index. Here variable is there but no power is written, so it is considered as 1. And so index is 1 and here index is 5. Which is the highest index? 5. So degree is 5. Okay. I hope you understood how to identify the degree. Thank you. Good morning, children. In this lesson, we are going to learn how to divide the polynomial by monomial and then by binomial. Okay, so first we will concentrate how to divide a polynomial by monomial. Means how to divide polynomial by a single term. Okay, so based on this, our 10.1 exercise is there, and 10.2 is divide a polynomial by binomial, means by two terms you have to divide. Okay, that is 10.2 exercise. So let's concentrate in 10.1 exercise how to divide any polynomial by a single term, that means by a monomial. As you can see in the textbook, see here first example, 21 m square divided by 7m means monomial divided by monomial. Here also same monomial divided by monomial. But if you see fifth example, two terms means binomial divided by monomial. If you see seventh example, three terms means trinomial divided by monomial. So whether the polynomial is monomial, binomial or trinomial, but how to divide by monomial means how to divide by single term, that we are going to learn in this exercise. So first let's learn how to divide monomial by monomial. Okay. So 21m square divided by 7m. It's easy, children. If you concentrate properly, it's not much tough. How to solve it? First, I will explain you. It's a dividend and this is the divisor. So obviously, while writing, I will write 21m square over here and divided by which term? 7m. So first learn to write the position. This becomes dividend and second part becomes divisor. Okay. Once you wrote in this manner, now go for explanation part. Here we will solve and then we will find out the quotient, what is to write over here, and then we will write on fair page. Okay. So I have written explanation. Now children, we are dividing 21m square by 7m. So I will write down in the numerator and denominator part. Dividend always to be written on numerator, divided by 7m, that to be written on denominator. Now how to divide, you know very well. 21 divided by 7. First number divided by number. You know very well, 7 ones are 7, 7 threes are 21. So answer is 3 upon 1. It means only 3. Okay. Now divide this terms. This is m square and here only m is written. So it is considered as only variable, means its power is always 1. So it is a division of m square upon m raised to 1. Now how to divide this? I will write m raised to upper numerator, terms numerator, upper terms index divided by lower denominator terms index. So 2 minus 1. Here children, I have applied the law of indices. You know, a raised to m divided by a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n. This formula children I have used. So according to that, both are containing same variable m. So I wrote once and I subtracted the indices, the 2 minus 1. Okay. Now let's solve this. 3 keep it as it is. M raised to 2 minus 1, 1. Indirectly 3 into m raised to 1 means it is nothing but only 3m. Understood? Now this is your quotient which you are going to write over here. Children, you can cross check now. See, we write the product of these two terms over here always in our normal division also. So same I will write. See, 7 threes are 21. M into m, m square. And I got the same number. Okay. Now I have to subtract this. While subtraction, second term's sign will change. It contains actually plus, but I will change the sign of second term, it become minus. And now 21m square minus 21m square, 0. So what is the quotient you got? Quotient is 3m and remainder is 0. Thank you. Welcome back, children. Let's take one more example. I am going to take fifth example. Now this time binomial divided by monomial is there. How to divide polynomial which contains more than one term. That we are going to learn in this example newly. Let's start. Step 1. Arrange the dividend in descending order of power. Means first highest power term will be there, then next power term, then next power term. So arrange the dividend in descending order of power. Okay. So, but it is, if you see carefully, it is already been arranged. You can see first term contains power 3, second term contains power 2. So first 3 and then 2. So it is already arranged in descending order of power. So first step is already done. Second step, write down to the right dividend and here divisor. So I am writing this 5x raised to 3 minus 3x square. First we arrange in descending order of power and then we put it over here. Divide by x square. Second step is over. Step number 3. This time children, two terms are there. So for division what you will do? Whenever two terms or more than two terms are there over here, then you first consider highest term, highest index term for division. And highest index term is this one only. We have already arranged, so obviously first position will take highest index term. So divide highest index term with this first. And then in second step, divide this by this. Okay. So let's do the first step. 5x cube divided by x square. I will do it over here. Now you are aware how to divide. Children, first number divided by number, but here only 5 is there. 5 upon 1, it means only 5 is there. No need to cut. Only 5 is there. No number means it is 1. You know very well. So 5 upon 1 means 5 only. Now let's divide these things. Okay, variables. So both are containing same variable. So I write it once. And you know the law of indices. According to that, 3 minus 2. So it would be 5 into x raised to 3 minus 2 is what? 1. And you know very well when x contains index 1, it means indirectly it is only 5x. So this is your quotient which you are going to write over here. So I will write this final answer over here. You can cross check also children. Multiply x square into 5x. You will get the answer 5x cube. You should get this term only children. Okay, after multiplication of this. So you got it. Now subtraction. While subtracting, second term sign will be changed. This is plus, but I will change it minus. Now plus 5x cube minus 5x cube, 0. Now put the second term down, minus 3x square. Now repeat the same procedure. Children, I will put here second number. And again, this is the only term now. So divide this term by this. So along with sign you have to take it, remember. So I will write minus 3x square divided by x square. Again children, number divided by number, but there is no number. Plus minus, this is plus, this is minus. Plus minus, minus. So division of sign is plus minus minus. Division of number only 1. 3 upon 1 means only 3. And now x, both are containing same variable, write down once and subtract 2 minus 2. But everyone knows minus 3 copy down. x raised to 2 minus 2 means 0. Am I right? Now minus 3 into x raised to 0 means 1. You know law of indices, children? A raised to 0 is equal to 1. Am I right? So x raised to 0 is also 1. But this is a multiplication sign. Dot means minus 3 ones are minus 3. So final answer is minus 3. This minus 3 as a quotient I will write over here. And children, multiply this x square into minus 3. Plus minus minus. You will get definitely this term. 3 into x square, 3x square. Understood? So multiplied this product we have written over here, plus into minus minus x square into 3, 3x square. While subtraction, second term sign change. Second term sign is minus, it will change to plus and then subtract. Now forget the original sign. Minus 3x square plus 3x square, answer is 0. So your quotient is 5x minus 3 and remainder is 0. Thank you. Good morning, children. Let's take some more examples of 10.1 exercise. Now I will take second example. 40a cube divided by minus 10a. Okay. Now you know very well how to write down. This is the dividend, this is the divisor. So while writing, this to be written to the right hand side and this over here. After that, what I will do, children? Here I will write the explanation. Okay, and in the explanation what I am going to write, this divided by this. So 40a cube to be written on the top, means in the numerator, and whatever is your divisor that I will write in the denominator position. Now you know very well what is the next step. First, sign upon sign. This is having plus sign, this is having minus. Plus minus minus. So answer is minus. Then divide the numbers. 10 ones are 10, 10 fours are 40. So final division is what? 4 upon 1, which I will write only 4. 4 upon 1 means 4 only. Now division of variables. We are going to apply law of indices, and according to that what I am going to write, both are having the same variable, so I wrote it once, and upper index minus lower index. So 3 minus, here no index is written, means it is nothing but what? 1. So 3 minus 1. So final answer minus 4 a raised to 3 minus 1 is 2. Which formula I applied? You know very well. A raised to m divided by a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n. This formula I applied and 3 minus 1 I did it. Okay. Now this becomes a quotient. Okay. So this quotient I will write over here minus 4a square. And children, it is indirectly, it means if you multiply minus 10a and minus 4a square, you will get this product only. If you want, you can cross check also. See, minus into minus plus. 10 fours are 40. A into a square, a raised to 3. So when I multiply these two numbers, I got the same number over here. Okay, now it's time for subtraction. So second term sign will change. It is already plus 40a cube. So when I change the sign of this, it will become minus. Okay, and then do the subtraction. Obviously, plus 40a cube minus 40a cube, answer is 0. Okay, so in this manner, this question is over. Children, one more thing I want to tell you. See, in this kind of division, When to stop division process? There are two conditions. In one condition, either you will get remainder 0, or second condition, whatever remainder you will get, if the degree of that remainder is less than the degree of divisor, in that situation also you have to stop the division. Okay, now when that kind of example will come, once again I will repeat this. Okay, but you remember this, either degree of this remainder, whatever remainder is left in every process step, degree of remainder is less than degree of divisor, then you have to stop, or you will get 0 directly. Okay, now let's write down quotient over here. So what was the quotient? Quotient is minus 4a square and remainder is 0. Okay, thank you. Welcome back, children. Now I am going to take one more example. Minus 48p raised to 4 divided by minus 9p square. Now let's start. You know now very well how to write. This becomes dividend. First becomes dividend and second becomes divisor. So I will write minus 9p square. Okay. So how to write now? Here what I will do? This divided by this. So minus 48p raised to 4 divided by minus 9p square. So dividend I will write on the numerator position, divisor I will write in the denominator position. Now we have to divide. Minus divided by minus means minus minus plus. Now number 48 divided by 9. Children, in the table of 9, 48 doesn't come. Am I right? So what you will do? Let's find out whether both the numbers are divisible with the common divisor. The answer is yes. Both are divisible by 3. So I will write here 3 ones are 3, 1 is left, 3 6 are 18. And if I divide 9, then 3 3s are 9. So 16 upon 3 is left. Now is there any common divisor who divides 16 and 3 both? No. So this is the final reduced form. Okay, and now come to the, so I will write the final reduced form of number 16 upon 3. And now about the variable. You know very well both are having the same variable. So I will write once, and upper variables index minus lower variables index. So I will write 4 minus 2 by applying the law a raised to m divided by a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n. Now let's solve it. 16 upon 3, every time no need to write plus sign. P raised to 4 minus 2 is 2. So this become quotient, children, and that I will write over here 16 upon 3 divided by p square. Okay, if you want to cross check, you can cross check on rough page. Children, I will show you really this multiplied by this will gives you this number. See, I will show you on the rough page. Minus 9p square into 16 upon 3p square. If you multiply, children, you will find 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9, plus into minus minus. Okay, 16 threes are 48, and p square into p square, p raised to 4. Okay, so it means this number you will get. So this multiplied by this, you will get the same number, plus minus minus 9 into 16 upon 3, 48, and p square into p square, p raised to 4. Now it's time for subtraction, and at the time of subtraction we change the second term sign. Now second term sign is minus, so while subtracting I will make it plus. And while subtraction, forget the original sign of second. Minus 48p raised to 4 plus 48p raised to 4, answer is 0. And that's why quotient is equal to 16 upon 3p square, and remainder is equal to 0. Okay, thank you. Welcome back, children. Let's take one more example, 8th one. Okay, so let's start the division. This I will write as a dividend. This I will write as a divisor. You remember in the first video I told you, always check whether the given polynomial is in descending order of power or not. First term x raised to 4, second term x raised to 2 and third term x raised to 1. 4, 2, 1 means they are already arranged in descending order of power. Okay, so it is okay, and here no need to check because it's a monomial. So first step is over. We have already checked whether it is descending order of power or not. Second, now let's start division. So what you have to do, children? Here trinomial is there. So for division, you take the highest degree term. Highest degree term is this 21x raised to 4. So this you take it for division divided by this divisor 7x cube. Okay. Now divide it first, sign upon sign, plus upon plus, plus. Number upon number, 7 ones are 7, 7 threes are 21. And variable both are containing same. So 3 upon 1 I will write first 3. Now variable both are same, so I will write once. And upper numbers index minus lower numbers index, so 4 minus 3. So it will be 3x raised to 4 minus 3 is 1, that means 3x. And this will become quotient. Okay, so I will write this quotient over here and write the product of these two below over here. So 7 threes are 21, x raised to 3 into x, x raised to 4. Children, you have to get this number only. Okay, if you are not getting it, means somewhere you are mistaking. And let's subtract. Now second term sign will change, it will become minus. So this become plus 21x raised to 4 minus 21x raised to 4, 0. Now remaining part you have to copy down. This we are not divided. Let's copy this part. Minus 14x square plus 7x. So in second step actually we have to divide this. Okay. But here children, it is little different example. First you have to check whether the degree of this remainder is less than divisor. If it is, then we have to stop the division. Okay. So what is the degree of this polynomial? Degree of the polynomial means highest power. In these two terms, which is the highest power? X raised to 2 means 2 is the highest power. So degree of this polynomial is 2. And what is the degree of this divisor? 3. Okay. So whenever degree of the remainder is less than degree of divisor, we have to stop the division. Understood? So we will not continue further. This is only our quotient, and quotient is 3x and remainder is this full binomial minus 14x square plus 7x. I will not continue the division because degree of this remainder is 2, because highest power of this binomial is 2. And here degree of divisor is 3. So this degree is less than this, and that's why we have to stop the division. So every time you will not get the remainder 0. If you get remainder's degree is less, then you have to stop over there. And if you don't get, then continue the division till you get remainder 0. Okay. Now we will go for next example, but in next video. Thank you. Welcome back, children. Let's take one more example of 10.1 exercise. So now I am taking this example. Let's write down 25m raised to 4 minus 15m cube plus 10m plus 8 divided by minus 5m cube. Okay, children, step 1, check whether this is in descending order of power or not. If it is not arranged, then you have to arrange it. But it is already arranged, m raised to 4 first, m raised to 3, m raised to 1, and no variable means m raised to 0. So 4, 3, 1 and 0. They are already in descending order of power. So no need to arrange again. And here no question of arranging because it's a monomial. Step number 2. Let's take such a term who is containing highest power for division. So this term I will take it for division in the first step. This divided by this. So 25 m raised to 4 divided by 5 m cube. Children, plus upon plus, plus number 5 ones are 5, 5 5s are 25. Okay, and m raised to 4 upon m raised to 3 is m raised to 4 minus 3, and this pi I will write over here. So 5 m raised to 4 minus 3, 1, that means 5 m. Okay, then next write down this as a quotient over here, and you can cross check also. 5 5s are 25, plus into plus plus, m cube into m raised to 4. Now change the sign, it will become minus, plus 24 m raised to 4 minus 24 m raised to 4, 0. Now write down remaining part. Children, again here you have to check it whether it is in descending order of power. Same things you have to repeat whatever you did over here. Whether is it in descending order of power? Yes. M raised to 3, m raised to 1, m raised to 0. Okay. Then let's take the such a term for division which contains highest power. So minus 15 m cube I will consider for division. One more thing you have to check. What is the degree of this full remainder? Highest power of this full polynomial is 3. And here highest power of divisor is 3. See, they are equal. So you can continue your division. When we stop the division, whenever here highest power of the remainder polynomial is less than the power of the divisor, that time we stop the division as we did over here. Okay, here highest power of the remainder means full polynomial was 2, and here highest power of divisor was 3, so this was less, so we stop the division. But here if you see, highest power of this full polynomial is 3, and here this is also 3, so we can continue our division. So let's go for next step. So contain such a term which is containing highest power for division. So minus 15 m cube divided by divisor 5 m cube. Now sign, this is minus, this is plus, plus minus minus. Now numbers division, 5 ones are 5, 5 3s are 15. So 3 upon 1 means only 3, and m raised to 3 divided by m raised to 3 is nothing but m raised to 3 minus 3. That means minus 3 dot means multiplication, children. M raised to 3 minus 3, 0. But children, you know very well, minus 3 dot, dot means multiplication. M raised to 0 is 1. You know law of indices, a raised to 0 answer is 1. Same way m raised to 0 answer is 1. So finally minus 3 into 1 is minus 3. So this becomes a quotient which I will write over here along with sign. And you can multiply and write the term over here. Hide this 5m. Now multiply this and this. See, plus minus minus. 5 3s are 15. And here only m cube is there, right? So you got the same term and you have to get, children. Okay. Now it's time of division. Now second term sign is minus. So I will make it plus while subtraction. So forget the original sign. Minus 15 m cube plus 15 m cube, answer is 0. Okay. Now write the remaining part. So what remain? Plus 10m plus 8. Now go for third step. Children, again, are they arranged in descending order of power? Yes. This is m raised to 1, this is m raised to 0. So 1 and 0 means they are already arranged in descending order of power. Second, can I continue the division? Let's check it. What is the degree of this full polynomial? Degree of the polynomial means highest power of the polynomial. Here m raised to 0 was there, here m raised to 1 was there. So highest power is 1. And what is the degree of this divisor? Highest power is 3. So here degree of the remainder polynomial is less than the degree of the divisor polynomial. Understood? And whenever we got such situation, we stop the division. Okay? because here degree is 1, here degree is 3, so this degree is less, so we stop the division. Okay, and so this is only our remainder. So finally I will write quotient is equal to 5m minus 3 and remainder is equal to 10m plus 8. Thank you. Good morning, children. Today I am going to teach you to divide a polynomial by a binomial. If you remember, children, last time I taught you how to divide a polynomial by a single term, that is by a monomial. Okay. Now today I will teach you how to divide a polynomial by a binomial, means by two terms. Understood? Now how to do? Method is almost same, but this is little bit higher level. Now what is it and what to do? Okay, so step number 1, write dividend in right side position and write divisor in the left. One more thing, children, step 2, check it whether dividend and divisor both are in descending order of power arranged or not. As you can see, is this arranged in descending order of power? The answer is yes. Y raised to 2. Then only y means y raised to 1. And constant means y raised to 0. So power are 2, 1, 0. It means they are arranged in descending order of power. It should be. If it is not, we have to arrange it according to descending order of power. But in this example, it is already arranged. Okay. Now same thing you have to check in the divisor part also, because this time it's a binomial. So here also you have to check whether they are arranged in descending order of power or not. So this is y raised to 1 and constant number means y raised to 0. So y raised to 1 and y raised to 0 means first 1 then 0. So already powers are 1, after that 0. They are in descending order of power arranged. So both are arranged in descending order of power. Step number 2. Children, here in between, if you find any missing term, then you have to add that by taking coefficient 0. But here such case is not there. You can see y raised to 2. Then we should have the y raised to 1 term, but that is already there. Then we should have y raised to 0 term, which is already there. Constant number means along with y raised to 0. So there is no missing term. But if you find after y cube, directly y term is there, y square term is missing, then you have to add coefficient 0 dot y square and you have to add the missing term. But in this case, we do not need to add any missing term. All the terms are present, y raised to 2, then y raised to 1, then y raised to 0. Now we will start our actual division. Okay. Now while dividing, what to do? In this, I already taught you children what is the degree of polynomial. Degree of polynomial means in that full polynomial, the highest power is called as degree. Here out of these three terms, if you compare their indices, the highest index is 2. It means the degree of this polynomial is 2. And here if you compare the indices, here y raised to 1, here y raised to 0 means 1 and 0, which is the highest index 1. It means degree of this polynomial is 1 and degree of this polynomial is 2. Okay. So whenever you start solving, what you have to do? Step number 1. Select such a term for division which contains highest power. For example, in this polynomial, y square contains the highest power 2. So take that term y square in the numerator divided by, in the divisor also, which term contains highest power? Obviously y term contains highest power, y raised to 1. Okay, so this term you select for division in the explanation part. So the highest power term from dividend divided by the highest power term from the divisor. Divide it. Okay. So if I am dividing, you know very well law of indices. A raised to m divided by a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n. So this is raised to 2 minus, no number means it is raised to 1. So 2 minus 1, that is y raised to 1. Which formula applied? A raised to m divided by a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n. Children, every time I will not write this formula. Okay. In next video, we will continue this division. Thank you. Welcome back, children. Let's continue that example. So, last time we had done highest power term from dividend divided by highest power term from divisor. When I divided by law of indices, I got y raised to 1. Now this become quotient. This answer become quotient. Write down over here. Okay, children? And then what generally we write over here? Product of these two. Am I right? So let's multiply these two, and whatever product will come, that I will write below like terms. Okay? Like terms means having same power. We will write one below the other. Okay? So let's multiply these two and then write the product over here. So I am writing here, put the therefore sign and then multiply. So y raised to 1 or only y, it is one and the same, multiplied by y plus 4. You know very well how to multiply monomial into binomial. Y into y square, plus this plus y into 4, 4y. It means y square plus 4y. Now this is the product which we will write over here. But while writing over here, children, you have to be very careful. You have to write the like terms below like terms. So y square I will write below y square, and plus 4y I will write below plus 10y. Why? Because both are having same power, y raised to 1, y raised to 1. Here both are having same power, y raised to 2, y raised to 4, y raised to 2. So like terms I have written one below the other. Now next we have to subtract. Whatever product we write, that we write over here and we subtract. And you know very well, when we subtract, we change the sign of both the terms. So plus y square become minus, plus 4y become minus, and then we subtract. While subtracting, forgot the original sign. So plus y square minus y square, answer is 0. Then here also plus 10y minus 4y. What will be the answer, children? Opposite sign, subtract the numbers. So 10 minus 4, 6. Okay. We are subtracting the like terms, so this y will remain y. Remember, children, we are not making product to make y square. We are subtracting. So variable will remain as it is. So plus 10 minus 4, answer is 6. Y, both are having y, so I wrote as it is y. And one more, children, plus 10 minus 4, opposite sign, subtract the number and put the greater number sign to answer. Who was greater in plus 10 and minus 4? Plus 10 was greater, so its sign was plus. So greater number sign I will assign to answer. So plus 10y minus 4y, answer is plus 6y. Okay. Once this is done, now next step is write down the remaining part which is not divided yet. So what is left to divide? Plus 24. These two terms we have divided already. So what is not divided yet? Plus 24, which you have to write down below along with sign. So plus 24 I will write over here. And now, children, again repeat the same procedure which you did in the first step. Step number 1, or is it arranged in descending order of power? Answer is yes. Y raised to 1 and no constant number means y raised to 0. So power is 1, power is 0. They are already in descending order. Here already they are in descending order. Then what we have to do? Step number 2 is what? Select such a term which is containing highest power. And what is that term? Plus 6y. Take it, divided by, select here such a term which is containing highest power. What is that? Y. So divide that. So highest power term from dividend divided by highest power term from divisor. Now divide it. Here you can directly also divide. So y cancel. Okay, y ones are y ones are y. So finally what is left? Only plus 6. Now this I will write where? It will become a quotient. And this I will write over here along with sign. Remember this. And now what is the next step? This quotient and this we will multiply, and their product I will write below this, below like terms. Okay. So let's multiply. Therefore sign plus 6 multiplied by y plus 4. Multiply it monomial into binomial. 6 into y, 6y plus 6 fours are 24. Now this I will write as a product. But while writing like term below like term, 6y below 6y, this 6y, and this plus 24 below constant number 24. While subtraction, sign will change of second term. So this become minus, this become minus, and now subtract. Plus 6y minus 6y 0, plus 24 minus 24 0. So nothing is there, and in this way our division is over. And you can write down the quotient is y plus 6 and remainder is 0. Thank you. Welcome back, children. Let's take one more example. Division of polynomial by binomial. Now I have taken the third example. This one. So children, this is dividend, this is divisor. First step is what? We check whether they are arranged in descending order of power or not. Now if you see, this is x raised to 1, x raised to 2, x raised to 3. Are they arranged in descending order of power? No. So first is we have to arrange it and then take it for division. Same thing you have to check it over here. Are they arranged in descending order of power? This one is yes. This is x raised to 1 and constant number means x raised to 0. So 1, 0, yes, they are arranged in descending order of power. But this one is not. So let's first of all arrange it and then take it for division. So I am taking over here, children. Let's arrange it first. First I will write original one. And then I will arrange it. First, which is the highest power term, 4x cube. Then next power term is plus 2x square. Remember children, while arranging, take it along with sign. This was plus, I used it. Then this was plus 2x square, I wrote it over here. After that, third term is plus 3x, which is having power x raised to 1, that I will write over here. So now have you checked? X raised to 3, then x raised to 2, and this is x raised to 1. 3, 2, 1. They are arranged in descending order of power. And after 3, 2 index will come. After 2, 1 index is coming. It means there is no missing term. Yes, of course, you can add the last constant number as 0. But if you don't add, then too it is okay because it's the last term. Understood? But anyone want to add the last constant number? Because your constant term is missing. X raised to 3, x raised to 2, x raised to 1. Then x raised to 0. It means constant number we have to add. That you can add plus 0. But it is completely your choice whether you are adding or not, because it's a last term. If in between any term is missing, it is mandatory to add it. But if last constant term is missing, it's up to you. You can add it. If you don't add, then too it is okay. Okay. So let's start. First, we will arrange it. Divisor, I will write it over here. That is arrange form divisor. So 4x cube plus 2x square plus 3x. And this is dividend. We wrote it over here. And now divisor I will write over here. And now you know the steps. Step number 1. Which term contains highest power? 4x cube. Divided by which term contains highest power? X. Now let's divide it. Here no number means 1. So 4 upon 1 means 4 only. Okay. And then a raised to m divided by a raised to n. So a raised to m minus n. Same way dot. Dot means multiplication. X raised to 3 minus 1. Understood? 3 minus 1. So final answer is what? 4. X raised to 3 minus 1 is 2. So this becomes our quotient, which I will write over here. And next what we do, children? We multiply this and write the product over here. So by putting therefore sign, I will do that step. So 4x square multiplied by x minus 4. Okay. So we will write, now you know very well how to multiply monomial into binomial. So 4x square into x, 4x cube minus 4x square into 4, 4 4s are 16x square. Children, if you are not comfortable with this, then on rough page you can do it. I will show you. On the rough page, you can write down like this way, that 4x square into x. So write down on rough page, that is 4x cube, or 4x square into 4. So you can write down on rough page 4x square into 4 multiply 4 4s are 16, that is x square. So this answer, or here you can write down this answer. Okay. Now once you wrote these answers, now this product I will write below over here. But while writing, like term below like term. 4x cube I will write below 4x cube. X cube term below, one below the other. Now minus 16x square I will write below x square term. Okay. So minus 16x square I will write below 2x square. Understood? And then it's time for subtraction. So second term sign change. So this plus become minus, this minus become plus, and then subtract. Now children, plus 4x cube minus 4x cube, 0. Now forget the original sign. Plus 2x square minus 16x square. Sorry, plus 2x square plus 16x square. Children, x square will remain as it is. Now plus 2 plus 16 plus 18. Okay, same sign, add the number and put the greater number sign to answer. Greater number was 16, its sign is plus. Okay, and that's why plus 18x square. Now which part is not divided yet? Plus 3x is not divided yet. These two terms we divided. This was left, so put it down. And then we will proceed for second step in next video. Welcome back children. Let's continue that example. So we were solving. First step is done. Now let's start from here. Now same procedure you have to repeat over here. Step number 1. Is it arranged in descending order of power? The answer is yes. X raised to 2 and then x raised to 1. 2, 1. Yes, it is arranged. Now second step. Take highest power term divided by highest power term. So plus 18x square divided by plus x. Remember sign also you have to be careful. Plus 18x square divided by plus x. Now there is no number, so 18 will remain as it is. 18 upon 1 means 18 only. And dot x raised to 2 minus 1. That is 18 dot x raised to 1. It means answer is 18x. Okay. So now this become quotient, which you will write over here along with sign plus 18x. And then this plus 18x I will multiply with this, and that product I will write over here. So plus 18x into this, write down the product. So I will write therefore 18x multiplied by x minus 4. Now children, monomial into binomial. 18x into x, 18x square. Put this minus sign. 18x into 4, 72x. 18 4s are 72 and this x. So this become a quotient this become a product which we will write below like term. So 18x square I will write below 18x square and minus 72x I will write below 3x. Now time for subtraction, sign will change. Plus 18x square minus 18x square 0. Forget the original sign. Plus 3x plus 72x. Answer is plus 75x. Same sign, add the number, put the greater number sign to answer, and this x will remain as it is. Okay. Now children, after x term, there should be one more term which is the constant number. Okay. But so you can assume that after this constant number 0 is there. Okay, or else if you consider this is monomial, then too it is okay. Let's go for third step. Now here only single term is left. Am I right? There is no number to put down. So, but check the degree of this polynomial. What is the degree of this polynomial? 1. And here, what is the degree of this polynomial? 1. Both degrees are same. So, you have to continue the division. You remember in last video I explained, when the division stops, either in case remainder is 0, then you can stop the division, or the degree of this remainder is less than the degree of divisor. In that case, you can stop your division. But here, degree of this polynomial is 1, degree of this polynomial is 1. So, we can continue our division. Okay, so let's continue the division. So, this is a single term. So, this only take it for division. 75x plus 75x divided by, here which term contains highest power? X. Now divide it. X cancel because both are x raised to 1, x raised to 1. So that is cancelled. Only 75 is left. Now this 7 plus 75 I will write over here, and then plus 75 multiplied by x minus 4. I will write over here after putting therefore. Multiply it. 75 into x, 75x minus 75 fours are 300. And now this I will write below the like terms. So 75x I will write below 75x. And minus 300. Actually there is no constant number up. But in the starting only I said you can write plus 0. So assume this is plus 0 is written over here, and below that minus 300 you can write it over here. And then subtraction. Second term sign changes. So this become minus, this become plus. Subtract it. Plus 75x minus 75x 0. And here 0. If you assume 0, then to plus 300. Don't write this original. New sign. Plus 300. Now you may say, teacher, where remainder 0 we get? But children, now at this step, again check it. Whether I should stop or I should continue. Now tell me, only 300 is left. So what is the power of constant number? 0. You know very well. And here what is the power of constant number is 0. It means degree of this monomial is 0. And here what is the degree of this binomial? 1. So remainder's degree is less than the divisor's degree. And whenever we got such situation, we stop our division. So this is the final remainder. We cannot continue because here highest power is 0 and here highest power is 1. So here highest power is less than here's highest power. So our division will be stopped. So what is the quotient? 4x square plus 18x plus 75. And what is the remainder? 300. Thank you. Good morning, children. Let's take one more example of division of polynomial by a binomial. Children, I am taking sixth example. As you can see, what is the first step for division? Arrange the dividend and divisor in descending order of power. So, is it already arranged? Let's check it. A raised to 4, a raised to 3, a raised to 2, a raised to 1. Constant number means a raised to 0. So, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It means this is already arranged in descending order of power. Now, the same way is divisor is also arranged. The answer is yes. This is a raised to 3. And constant number means a raised to 0 along with that. 2.2 dot a raised to 0. So, this is a raised to 3. Constant number means along with a raised to 0. So 3, 0, they are already arranged in descending order of power. Step number 2. Is their middle term is missing? That you have to find out. If it is missing, you have to add that missing term by taking coefficient 0. But here after a raised to 4, a raised to 3 came. Then after a raised to 3, a raised to 2 is there. Then a raised to 1 and then a raised to 0. So there is no missing term. Same way, yes, in divisor there are missing terms, but we don't add the missing term in divisors. We only add the missing term in dividend part. Okay, so no need to check for this. Now let's write down the things. First thing, polynomial, write down in dividend position. So children, you will write a raised to 4 minus a raised to 3 plus a square minus a plus 1 divided by a raised to 3 minus 2. Okay, now for division. Now let's start the division. What is the first step? Take the highest power term from dividend and divided by highest power term from the divisor. So which is the highest power term? A raised to 4. And which is the highest power term in this polynomial? A raised to 3. So in the explanation part, I will divide a raised to 4 upon a raised to 3. Apply the law of indices. So a raised to 4 minus 3, that is a raised to 1, that means only a. Now write down this as a quotient over here. Understood? And then in the explanation part, put therefore sign and multiply these two and their product you will write below like terms. So a into this divisor, a multiplied by a cube minus 2. Okay, so what we will do? Monomial into binomial. A into a cube, a raised to 4 minus a into 2, 2a. Okay, so a raised to 4 minus 2a, this product I will write down below the like terms. So a raised to 4 I will write below a raised to 4 and minus 2a I will write below a cube, children? No. Below a square? No. Minus 2a I will write below this a. Remember, while writing you have to write down like terms one below the other. So minus 2a position is below minus a because they are like terms. Now it's time for subtraction. So second polynomial sign changes. This is plus a raised to 4 become minus. Minus 2a become plus, and then do the subtraction. Now a raised to plus a raised to 4 minus a raised to 4, 0. Now here what is left? Minus a cube. Here what is there? Plus a square. And this we have to solve. Forget the original sign. Minus a plus 2a. Now children, minus a means minus 1a. So minus 1 plus 2. What is the answer? Opposite sign, subtract the numbers. So 2 minus 1, 1. Put the greater number sign to answer. 2 was greater. Minus 1 plus 2 I was solving. Am I right? So 2 was greater, its sign was plus. So this plus greater number sign I will put it over here. And this a alphabet I will write down variable. Sorry. This variable a I will write it as it is. Remember, you are not multiplying the terms to write a square. We are subtracting the terms, and that's why this a variable will remain common as it is. So minus 1 plus 2, answer is plus 1, and this a I copied. After that plus 1 is left out, that I will write. So have you noticed, this I copied as it is, this I copied as it is. I did this subtraction, wrote the answer, and this I wrote. Now again your second step will start, but we'll continue in next video, children. Thank you. Welcome back, children. Let's continue that example. So first step was over in last video. Now let's take the another one. Again, second step, find out whether this polynomial is arranged in descending order of power or not. A raised to 3, a raised to 2, a raised to 1, constant number means a raised to 0. This is already arranged in descending order of power. even you have to check, children, what is the degree of the remainder. If this is less than the degree of divisor, we have to stop. You remember that rule. So what is the highest power of this polynomial? 3. It means degree of this polynomial is 3. And what is the highest power of this polynomial? 3. So both the degrees are equal, so you can continue the division. If remainders degree is less, then you have to stop. Always remember. Okay. So here both the degrees are equal, so you can continue the division. This is already arranged in descending order of power. So let's start. So second step in explanation. Which term contains highest power? Minus a cube. Take it for division. Divided by which term contains highest power? A raised to 3. So that you take it for division. Now only minus a cube means it is minus 1, children. Okay. And a cube you can cancel over here. Okay. A raised to 3 ones are a raised to 3. So which number is left over here? Only minus 1. Okay. Or else you can apply law of indices also. A raised to 3 minus 3, 0. It means what? A raised to 0 is 1. So you can write 1 only over here. And this coefficient is also 1. So 1 into 1, 1. Okay. That is up to you. So minus 1 you write down over here. You know the process. And then product of minus 1 and this we will write down over here. So I will put therefore sign over here. And minus 1 multiplied by a raised to 3 minus 2. And children, one more thing. This is minus, this is plus. Plus minus, minus. So I put minus sign over here. Okay. So sign is also important. Don't forget. Now this minus 1 I multiplied with this. Let's do it. Minus 1 into a cube. Minus 1 a cube. Now minus into minus plus. 1 2s are 2. So what is the final answer? This we will write down as a product over here. Now minus 1 a cube, it means minus a cube. I will write below this. And plus 2 I will write below constant number. And then we will start for division. Sorry, subtraction. Now this second term minus a cube become plus. Plus 2 become minus. And then subtract it. Okay. Now forget the original sign. This minus a cube plus a cube. Answer is 0. Now after that here nothing for subtraction, so copy down this along with sign as it is. Now this is also there is no subtraction, so copy down this along with sign as it is. Now here we have to subtract this original you forgot. Plus 1 minus 2. Opposite sign, subtract the numbers. So 2 minus 1, 1 and put the greater number sign to answer. So 2 was having minus sign. 2 was greater among 1 and 2. And its sign was minus, so that I will put up for the answer. So opposite sign, subtract the numbers. So 2 minus 1, 1 and put the greater number sign to answer. So minus. Now here children, again you have to check what is the degree of this polynomial. Okay. Degree of this polynomial means highest power of this full polynomial is 2. Because here a raised to 2, here a raised to 1, here a raised to 0. So highest power is 2. And here in the divisor highest power is 3. Am I right? So children, here highest power is 3, here highest power is 2. So remainder polynomial's degree is less than the divisor's polynomial degree. And whenever such happens, we stop our division. I already told you. So highest power 2, highest power 3. This is small than this highest power, and that's why we'll stop the division. So finally, what is the quotient? Quotient is a minus 1. And what is the remainder? Remainder is a square plus 1a means only a minus 1. Okay. I hope you understood, children. Thank you. Welcome back, children. Let's take one more example. Division of polynomial by binomial. Now I am going to take fifth example. So let's start. First step, arrange the dividend and divisor in descending order of power. If it is already arranged, then good. If not, you have to arrange it. You can see x raised to 1, x raised to 2, x raised to 0, x raised to 4, x raised to 3. Children, have they arranged in descending order of power? The answer is no. And that's why first you need to arrange them. Okay. So I am arranging them and then I will write down in dividend position. Same way, this is the 2 plus x square. Is it arranged in descending order of power? No. Here 2 means x raised to 0 and this is x raised to 2. So actually it is in ascending, not descending. Highest power term I want in the first position. Then next lower power term, then next lower power term. But this is not arranged according to that. So both I have to arrange in descending order of power. So children, whenever I will write for division, I will take care of it. Now this is a dividend. So this I will write in the right hand side. Okay. But first among this, which is the highest power term, x raised to 4. Along with sign you have to take it. Plus x raised to 4 I will write first. Then next power is plus x raised to 3. Then next power is minus 3x square. Then next is, this is no sign means plus 3x. And then I will write the constant number minus 12. Have you noticed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All terms I wrote and they are arranged in descending order of power. X raised to 4, x raised to 3, x raised to 2, x raised to 1. Constant number means x raised to 0. So I arranged it. Okay. And this also I will arrange in descending order of power. So x raised to 2 will be in first position and plus 2 will be in the next position. Okay. Second, in the dividend part, is there middle term is missing? The answer is no. After x raised to 4, x raised to 3 is there, then x raised to 2 is there, then x raised to 1. Means there is no middle term missing. If it is missing, you have to add that. Okay. But here there is no question of adding missing term. So now we are ready for the division. You know very well how to divide. Take the highest power term from the dividend divided by highest power term from the divisor. So let's divide it. X raised to 4 divided by x raised to 2. Highest power term divided by highest power term. Okay. Now apply the law of indices. A raised to m divided by a raised to n is a raised to m minus n. Same way x raised to 4 minus 2, that is x raised to 2. So this is the quotient which I will write over here. Now product of this two I will write over here. So I will put in the explanation therefore sign and then this monomial x square multiplied by x square plus 2. Okay. Now multiply children, monomial into binomial. How to multiply? X square into x square, x raised to 4. 2 times x, 2 times x. Total 4 times x, that is x raised to 4. Put this plus sign as it is. Now x square into 2, 2x square. Now this you write down below the like terms. So x raised to 4, I will write down below x raised to 4 and plus 2x square I will write down below this term or this term children. Obviously I will not write plus 2x square below x cube. I will write plus 2x square below x square only. So I have written this. Now let's subtract. While subtracting, second polynomial sign changes. This is plus become minus. This also plus become minus and then take it for subtraction. Now plus x raised to 4 minus x raised to 4, 0. Now here nothing for subtraction, so copy down as it is along with sign. So plus x cube I will write over here. Now here forget the original sign. Minus 3 minus 2. Children, same sign, add the numbers. So 3 plus 2, 5. Put the greater number sign to answer. Among 3 and 2, 3 was greater, its sign is minus. That I will put up. and x square I will copy down as it is. So same sign, add the numbers. So 3 plus 2, 5. Put the greater number sign to answer minus, and x square I copied. Now remaining part, plus 3x, no need for subtraction, so write down as it is. Minus 12, write down as it is. And here our first step is over. We will continue this in next video. Thank you. Welcome back, children. Let's continue that example. So in the last video our first step was done. Now go for next step. Again check it whether this is arranged in descending order of power or not. So x raised to 3, x raised to 2, x raised to 1, x raised to 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. They are already arranged in descending order. Second, shall I continue the division or not? What is the degree of remainder polynomial? 3. And what is the degree of this? 2. Means this is bigger, so you can continue. When we stop the division, whenever degree of remainder polynomial is smaller than degree of divisor polynomial. Okay. But here it is reversed. So we can continue. Now go for second step. Which is the highest power? X raised to 3. So which term contains highest power? X raised to 3. So that term I will take it for division. It is plus x raised to 3. So I have taken this. Divided by which term contains highest power from divisor? X raised to 2. So divide it. Now you know very well how to divide. X raised to 3 minus 2, that is x raised to 1. Okay. So this I will take it for division. X raised to 1 means only x, children, remember. So this I will write it as a quotient. Children, this x, because plus upon plus, plus only. So plus x I will write over here. And now you know very well what is the next step. Now this plus x multiplied by this binomial. Okay. So plus x multiplied by this divisor, x square plus 2. Okay. Now multiply monomial into binomial. X into x square, x cube, plus this plus I copied. X into 2, 2x. So this I will write down below the like terms. X cube I will write below x cube. Plus 2x I will write below plus 3x. Like terms one below the other. Now time for subtraction. This plus become minus. This plus become minus. Let's subtract. Now children, plus x cube minus x cube, 0. Here nothing is for subtraction, so copy down as it is along with sign. Now here plus 3 minus 2. Opposite signs, subtract the numbers. So 3 minus 2, 1. Copy down the variable as it is and put up the sign of greater number. Among 3 and 2, greater was 3. Its sign is plus. So this sign I will put up for the answer. Okay. And then again minus 12, nothing for subtraction, so copy down as it is. Okay, second step got over. Again check. Third step now. Check what is the degree of remainder polynomial. What is the highest power of this polynomial? 2. Because x raised to 2, x raised to 1, x raised to 0. So highest power is highest power is 2. Means degree of the remainder polynomial is 2. And degree of divisor polynomial is also 2. Still they are equal, so you can continue the division. So I am going for third step. Children, which term contains highest power? Minus 5x square. Take it for division. Divided by which term contains highest power? X square. Take it for division. Now minus 5 divided upon no number means 1. So minus 5 upon 1 is minus 5. And what about variables? Apply law of indices. Children, x raised to 2 divided by x raised to 2. You can apply law of indices also. Otherwise, cut it over here. Your choice. Okay. So, x raised to 2 divided by x raised to 2. 2 minus 2. That is minus 5 dot. Dot means multiplication. X raised to 2 minus 2, 0. But children, everyone knows x raised to 0 is always 1. Law of indices. Okay. A raised to 0 is 1. Same way. So finally minus 5 into 1 minus 5. Now this I will write down as a quotient over here. And then multiply minus 5 into this and write the product over here. So let's do it. I'm doing here therefore sign and then minus 5 multiplied by x square plus 2. So children, minus 5 into x square minus 5x square plus into minus minus and 5 2s are 10. Okay, and here plus into minus minus. Okay, so I hope you understood the product. Again minus 5 into x square minus 5x square minus into plus into minus minus 5 2s are 10. Now this I will write below the like terms. So minus 5x square I will write below minus 5x square and minus 10 I will write below constant number and then take it for subtraction. This become plus, this become plus. Minus 5x square plus 5x square 0. This is plus 1x and minus 12 plus 10 answer is minus 2. Again check it, remainder polynomial's degree. What is the degree of remainder polynomial? 1. And what is the degree of divisor polynomial? 2. So remainder polynomial's degree is smaller than the divisor polynomial degree. And that's why we will stop over here. You have to write down quotient and remainder down. And this example is over. Thank you. Good morning children. Let's take one more example of division of polynomial by binomial. Here you can see I have taken the 7th example, which is little difficult. Pay attention. Okay. Children, you know very well what is the first step. Arrange the dividend and divisor in descending order of power. Okay. So let's check it. First of all, dividend. X raised to 4, x raised to 3, x raised to 1, x raised to 0. Powers are 4, 3, 1 and 0. They are already arranged in descending order. Now, is this divisor also arranged in descending order of power? X raised to 1, constant number is x raised to 0. So 1, 0. This is already arranged in descending order of power. Okay. Now, second thing. A dividend, you have to find out whether any missing term is there. If it is missing term, you have to add it. As you can see, this is x raised to 4 term is there, x raised to 3 term is there, x square term is missing because after x raised to 3, directly x raised to 1 came and x raised to 0 is there. It means 4, 3, 2 term missing, x raised to 2 missing, x raised to 1 and x raised to 0 is present. So let's add the missing term in the dividend part. Okay, and how to add? Take the coefficient 0. So I'm writing that directly now. This 4x raised to 4 minus 5x cube plus 0 dot x square. I have added the missing term, children. Whenever you add the missing term, always take coefficient 0. Dot means multiplication. 0 multiplied by x square. As 5x cube, 4x raised to 4. Same way 0 multiplied by x square. And remaining part copy. Okay. We don't need to add the missing term in divisor. Always remember, take it as it is. So I'm taking. Now let's start the division. You know very well how we do. Which term contains highest power? This term. From dividend. Take it for division. Divided by, from the divisor, which term contains highest power? 4x. Write it over here. Okay. Now divide it. 4 ones are 4. 4 ones are 4. So answer is 1 dot. Dot means multiplication. X raised to. Law of indices. A raised to m divided by a raised to n is a raised to m minus n. So it is 4 minus 1. No power means 1 it is. So 1 dot x raised to 3. That means it is x raised to 3. Okay. So this x raised to 3 will become a quotient. So write down over here. Okay. And now next is what? X raised to 3 multiplied by this divisor. Whatever product will come, that I will write below over here. Okay. So let's do it. So I will put first of all here therefore sign, and then x cube multiplied by 4x minus 1 is equal to, now x cube into 4x, 4x raised to 4. Okay, then put this minus sign. Now x cube ones are x cube. So this you write down below the like terms. Sorry, means like terms below like terms. In this way you have to arrange. So 4x raised to 4 I will write below 4x raised to 4. Minus x cube I will write below 5x cube. Now it's time for subtraction. Plus become minus, minus become plus. Subtract it. Plus 4x raised to 4 minus 4x raised to 4, 0. Now forget the original sign. Minus 5 plus 1. Children, only this is no number means 1 coefficient. So minus 5 plus 1. Opposite sign, subtract the number. So 5 minus 1, 4. Put the greater number sign, answer. Among 5 and 1, 5 was greater, its sign is minus. That you put up to the answer. And this x cube I will copy down. Okay, so minus 5x cube plus 1x cube, answer is minus 4x cube. Now copy down the remaining part which is not divided yet. So plus 0x square minus 7x plus 1. Okay, so here first step is over. Now we will go for second step. Again children, whether this is arranged in descending order of power, yes, x raised to 3, x raised to 2, x raised to 1, x raised to 0. So this is already arranged in descending order of power. Degree of remainder polynomial is 3 and degree of divisor is 1. So this is greater, so you can continue the division. Now start dividing again same way. Which term contains highest power? This term. So take it for division. Divided by, from divisor which term contains highest power? 4x. Divided, you will get the answer. Children, we will continue this example in the next video. Thank you. Welcome back children. Let's continue that example. Now, we had taken highest term from remainder polynomial divided by highest power term from divisor, and let's start dividing. 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4. So 1 upon 1 means 1. About sign, this is minus, this is plus. Plus minus, minus. Okay, and this is applying law of indices. Dot x raised to 3 minus 1. Here no power means 1. So what is the answer? Minus 1 dot x raised to 3 minus 1, 2. So finally minus x square. Now this become quotient. We will write over here minus x square. Okay, and now children, what we will do? We will multiply with minus x square into this. Okay, so I am writing over here therefore, and minus x square multiplied by 4x minus 1. Children, I am writing down, space is not there. Okay, minus x square into 4x, plus minus minus, x square into 4x, 4x cube. Again this term into this term. So first sign, minus into minus, plus, x square ones are x square. So now this I will write it according to the like terms. So minus 4x cube I will write below this, and plus x square I will write below this. Now while subtraction sign will change, and then what we will write? Minus 4x cube plus 4x cube, answer is 0. Now here forget the original sign. So plus 0 minus 1. No number means 1 we consider. So plus 0 minus 1, answer is minus 1. Okay. So and this x square write down as it is. Okay. Plus 0 minus 1, opposite sign, subtract the number and put the greater number sign to answer. So minus 1 x square. Now which part is not divided yet? That I will copy down. minus 7x plus 1. Okay, now go for next step. Again repeat the procedure. What is the degree of remainder polynomial? 2. Highest power is 2. Degree of divisor polynomial? 1. So this degree of remainder polynomial is greater, so you can continue the division. Okay. So again do the same thing. Which term contains highest power? Minus 1x square. Divided by, here which term contains highest power? 4x. So divide it. Now minus 1 upon 4. Children, we can't reduce this number, so write down as it is. We can't cut with the common divisor. So write down as it is. 1 divided by 4. Answer is 1 divided by 4 only. Now sign minus and plus. Plus minus, minus dot x raised to. Now a raised to m divided by a raised to n. So 2 minus 1. So answer is minus 1 upon 4 dot x raised to 2 minus 1 is 1. Finally children, this is in numerator position, this is in numerator. So I can multiply. So minus 1 into x raised to 1 minus x upon 4. No need to write raised to 1 because x raised to 1 means only x. So minus 1 into x minus x divided by 4. Now this become quotient. Write down over here. Understood? And then you know very well, multiply minus x raised to 4 with this and write down the product. So I will write over here. Children, we will continue this expansion. I will write therefore minus x raised to 4 multiplied by 4x minus 1 and then multiply. Children, if you want, you can, I will show you separately because it's a fraction. So minus x raised to 4 into 4x and this is minus into minus plus. So x raised to 4 into 1. The answer is, now this 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4. So what is left? Minus x into x minus x square. Okay, plus x upon 4 ones are x upon 4. So this product I will write down below the like terms. Okay, children, we will continue in the next video. Thank you. Welcome back children. Let's continue that example. Now you can see we have to write this below the like terms. So let's write down minus x square. I will write below minus 1x square and plus x upon 4 I will write below minus 7x because this is also x, this is also x. So we are written. Now time for subtraction. This become plus, this become minus. Now it's time for subtraction children. So what we have to do? We will subtract minus x square. Forget the original sign. Minus x square plus x square. Answer is 0. Coefficients are minus 1. Here also nothing is written means 1. So minus 1 plus 1. Answer is 0. If it is 0, no need to write x square. Okay. Now this subtraction. Children, how would you do this subtraction? I will show you in the rough page because it is little difficult. I will show you. See. We have to subtract this minus 7x and forget the original sign. So minus x upon 4. This I am going to solve it. Okay. How to solve on the rough page? See. To make this easy children, minus sign I will take it common. Sorry. Both are containing x term. So I will take it common. In the bracket, what is left? If x is taken common, here minus 7 is left. And here no number means 1. So minus 1 upon 4 is left. Now let's solve this part which is easy for doing. Now x write down as it is. Now only 7 means upon 1. Everyone knows. So do the cross multiplication. Minus 7 into 4 minus 28. And here minus 1 ones are 1 upon denominator into denominator 1 fours are 4. So finally what is get? Minus 28 minus 1, same sign, add the number, so 29. Put the greater number sign to answer, so minus upon 4. So now this is x into 29 upon 4, that means it is x into 29 upon 4, that means it is minus 29 upon 4x. So this is the subtraction answer, which I am going to write over here. Minus 29 upon 4x, and the part which is not divided yet, plus 1, I will copy down. Okay, in this manner you have to do it. Okay, remember x I took it common, minus 7 and no number means minus 1 upon 4, but only 7 means upon 1, then cross multiplied and I got this answer, which I wrote it over here as a subtraction. Again children, continue the division. What is the next step? What is the degree of remainder polynomial? 1. And what is the degree of divisor polynomial? 1. Highest term x raised to 1 and highest power x raised to 1. So 1 is the same, so you can continue the division. Let's go for next part. I am writing over here. You know very well the term which contains highest power, that you take it. So which term contains highest power? Minus 29 upon 4x contains highest power, divided by this you took, divided by which term contains highest power from divisor? 4x. Sorry, 4x. Now let's divide it. So x 1 is x, x 1 is x, so x is cancelled. Now division of this, minus 29 upon 4 divided by 4. Children, always remember only 4 means upon 1. And when you divide two fractions, you know very well, while dividing two fractions, numerator fraction we write down as it is, multiplied by reciprocal of denominator fraction. So what is the reciprocal of 4 upon 1? 1 upon 4. Remember what I did? First I wrote this, but only 4 means 4 upon 1. So now it's a numerator is fraction, denominator is fraction. So when you divide two fractions, numerator fraction write down, multiplied by reciprocal of denominator fraction, which is 1 upon 4. And now solve it. Minus 29 ones are minus 29, 4 fours are 16. So this becomes quotient and we will write down over here. As you can see, I have written over here. Now you know very well next step. Multiply this with divisor and write down the product over here. Children, we will continue in next video. Thank you. Welcome back children. Let's continue that example. So last time what we did? We took the highest power term from here and divided by highest power term from divisor. That means 4x we took it. Okay. So we divided this upon this. Xx got cancelled. Then we divided numbers. So upper one is the fraction divided by lower one was only 4, but I wrote it in the terms of fraction 4 upon 1. Now how to divide two fractions? Upper fraction write down as it is. Instead of division, now write down multiplication and reciprocal of denominator fraction 1 upon 4. Then multiply it. Minus 29 ones are minus 29, 4 fours are 16. This much we had done in last video. Now children, this become quotient which I have written over here. And now you know very well what to do next. This multiplied by this divisor and write down the product over here. So let's multiply minus 29 upon 16 multiplied by 4x minus 1. Children, here space is not available, so I am making the arrow sign and I am doing over here. Okay. So let's do it. Minus 29 upon 16 multiplied by 4x minus 1. So I am doing, here I will put therefore sign. So now let's separate it. Minus 29 upon 16 into 4x. Now minus into minus plus. So I will write plus. Now 29 upon 16 into 1. Remember, minus into minus become plus. Now let's divide it. 4 ones are 4, 4 fours are 16. So what is left? Up on the upper side, minus 29 ones are minus 29 upon lower 4 and this x plus this is 29 upon 16 ones are 29 upon 16. Now this I will write down below the like terms. So this part I will write below minus 29 upon 4x, and this part plus 29 upon 16 I will write below constant number. Do you understand? Now children, time for subtraction. This minus become plus, this plus become minus, subtract it. Now you can see minus 29 upon 4x and plus 29 upon 4x, answer is 0. Now plus 1 and original sign you forget it, plus 1 and minus 29 upon 16. Children, again I am doing the arrow over here, next step. So let's solve over here. What is that subtraction, or we will solve in the rough page. I will show you how the subtraction answer come. See, I am doing this subtraction. Plus 1 minus 29 upon 16. So how to subtract? Only 1 means upon 1. So cross multiply. 1 into 16 plus 16. This minus 29 ones are 29. Whole divided by denominator into denominator. 1 into 16, 16. So next step is what? Plus 16 minus 29. Answer is minus 13. Okay. Opposite sign, subtract the number, put greater number sign to answer. Divided by this denominator. Can you divide it further with the common number? No. So this one is the final subtraction answer. Okay. So I am taking minus 13 upon 16 is the subtraction answer. And here children, what is the degree of remainder polynomial? This is a constant number. So degree of remainder polynomial is 0. And here degree of divisor polynomial is 1. So remainder polynomial's degree is smaller than the divisor polynomial degree, and that's why we will stop our division over here and then write down your respective quotient and remainder over here, and the answer is done. Thank you.